20 on the track.
The story of Robert the Doll dates back to the early 1900s with a young boy named Eugene Robert Otto. Eugene, who everyone called Gene, named the doll Robert and became quickly attached with his new friend. The home where Eugene lived is now called the Artisan House and is located on 534 Eden Street and was built between 1890 and 1898. While he seemed to like the ordinary clothed dolls, it wasn't long before Robert was involved in some strange and somewhat terrifying events. The first hint that something out of the ordinary was happening was one night when Gene, who was only 10 mind you, awoke to find Robert the doll sitting at the end of his bed, staring at him. Moments later, his mother awoken to his screams for help and what sounded like furniture being overturned in her son's room. Is Robert the doll really possessed? Many people believe the origins of Robert's evil lies with the one who originally gave it to Gene Otto, the servant who worked for Gene's parents. This woman was supposedly mistreated by her bosses and pushed to the limits, and well, she started dabbling and made this doll, a voodoo doll with black magic. No one really knows for sure, but one thing remains constant. Robert the doll continues to taunt and scare those to come visit him. Damn. No one really knows for sure, but one thing remains constant. Robert the doll continues to taunt and scare those who come to view him, especially the guests of the museum who attempt to take photos. Many report their camera becoming inoperational when they've tried to take pictures of Robert, only to begin working again moments after they leave the museum. Robert the doll sits inside of a glass case, but it doesn't seem to stop him from, well, inflicting fear and discomfort to the people that work at the museum and as well as visitors. Moving on to number 2, the Annabelle doll. According to the Warrens, a student nurse was given the Annabelle doll in 1970. They said the doll behaved strangely, and well, that a psychic medium told them that this student was possessed and inhabited by a deceased girl named Annabelle. The students and her roommate tried to accept the nature of the spirit-possessed doll, but the doll reportedly exhibited malicious and, well, downright frightening behavior. It was at this point the Warrens say they were contacted, moving the doll into the museum after pronouncing it, well, demonically possessed. The doll remains in a glass box at the Warren Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut. Now personally, I wanted to add this last bit because when I seen it and it was quoted by the Warrens, well, I figured you guys would want to hear it too. Spirits do not possess inanimate objects. Like houses or toys, they possess people. An inhuman spirit can attach itself in places or an object, and in this case, well, Annabelle. The spirit manipulated the doll and created an illusion of, well, being alive in order to get recognition. Truly, the spirit was not looking to stay attached to this doll. Therefore, it was looking to possess a human host. Moving on to number 3, Angela, the most haunted doll in the UK.
Welcome to Northwest Ghost Adventures with your boy Kriss Moon. Here today we have Angela, the most haunted doll in the UK. By far, she's got really bad negative vibes to her. She can light up lights, she can light up EMF. The amount of energy that is attached to this doll is uncrazy, and by far, you know, I've investigated this doll now for 4 years, and in them 4 years I've had some of the best communication on the Ghost Box ITC to this day, where you know, Tommy is gonna play some of them clips what I sent to him. By far, this is from Angela, the most haunted doll in the UK.
It really makes difference when I put my finger on it.
In what way, Dee? In what way do you feel it's different? Whoa! That light just turned on! No! That light turned on, guys! What the fuck? How'd that turn on? Wow, it's gone off! Wow! Wow! You can tell by my voice how shocked I was then. We need to try and debunk it.
Yeah, but the laptop's not on its down.
Exactly, so if it's...
So if it's working, the laptop... If you get it working, the laptop would have to be lifted up. See?
See, yeah?
Has to be lifted up.
The laptop lid has to be lifted up. So that shouldn't come on without
That should come on
power
without
from the laptop.
The laptop lid has to be lifted up to look at the laptop lid's down.
So that's what we try and do as well. We debunk things as we go. But I can't explain why that's done that. So I'm trying to work this out.
Misty.
So that's off. That's on. There's power in the laptop, you see, but it's turned on. Good evening, yeah, good evening. I'm picking up like you were good with your hands. Whoa! Whoa, look at that, guys! Dave! Wow, Dave! Welcome! Wow, Dave! Oh. You were good with your hands, weren't you? Whoa! You all saw that, guys? The light went out as well. Put your hands up. Yeah, that's true. Angela, can you come and show yourself next to Shaz? Ask her to.
Angela!
Whoa!
What?
Straight away!
That just scared me.
Wow! As soon as I asked Angela to come,
You scared the blood out of me.
she's waving, she's waving. Oh my god, that's madness.
God, you bloody scared me.
She's right next to you right now. Wow! Thank you! Can you everyone see that?
Yeah, we can. I'm God.
That is mind-blowing. Can you touch Shaz?
Come on, my hands. There's my hands.
She's not human. Look how many legs she's got.
Come on, my hands. She's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's still
Oh, she's touching you.
on my hands.
Oh my god, she's gone.
Come back.
And I'm so proud and blessed to own this actual honey doll, Angela. And I'm actually afraid of what some of the stuff she can do. She strangled my partner. She has done some crazy stuff, like hiding phones, objects and putting them in the fridge, moving objects and putting them in a locked caravan that no one else has the keys but myself. And she's done that, and she's proven, flashing lights upon the actual live streams. Well, let's go into a bit of background of Angela and how she ended up with me. Okay, this is the story. I was at the time studying haunted dolls, so I came across a guy on eBay called Mark. So anyway, I was literally going through and I saw this haunted doll from Pengersic Castle, Elizabeth, and I thought, yeah, that's actually in my attic. So I will actually show that on my next live stream on Northwest Ghost Adventures. So yeah, anyway, the weird thing was, I feel Angela came through and was attached onto that doll's energy. Now, that night, I went to bed after when I received Elizabeth, and yeah, I started to feel, I have this vision in my dream of a haunted doll that was buried in a garden under a shed. Now, I actually had that vision and saw Angela's face in my dream. And the next day, I went and told Mark about the dream, because obviously I bought the doll from him. And he goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe that." He goes, "You've actually, I buried a doll last week in my garden of your description that you are telling me right now, Kriss." He goes, I'm just literally speechless. And he was like, that's never happened ever to him before. So, whatever came through that doll was showing me this. So, in my mind, I was like, can you please dig that doll up and, show me a picture of her? I need to see her. He acted a bit strange and weird at the time when I was asking him about this, and I was more intrigued in it. And I thought, I have to have this doll. So I asked him and said to Mark, I said, and pleaded with him, I said, I need this doll. I need to investigate this doll. Obviously, she showed me for a reason. Whatever that reason may be, I need to know, and I need to investigate this very doll that I'm holding to this day in my arms. We're waiting to go on a TV program, so I have to be careful what I say, because I can't give too much away at present. But all I can say, she was given to Mark by a witch's coven or down from Ireland, from an occult. They summoned a 1,000-year-old spirit into the doll, and to this day she's giving off such amazing activity around her. Yeah, I got 2 glass cases. Listen to this now. This is where it gets absolutely bizarre. I got 2 glass cases. I wanted to put her in the first one I got, I went and put in my attic, and I placed her in it. The next day, do you know what happened? It was broken into million pieces. She broke the glass and just was sat there with the glass shattered all around her as her vessel was in there. And then the next thing what happened, oh, you're not going to guess what the next thing happened. Yeah, she started ramping up her energy. She was so mad and pissed that I went in now and got another one, and I did exactly the same thing with the other one. Placed it in the same bed, but the only thing I didn't do, I didn't bless the glass case. Now, I'm going to show you probably something in a minute. Whoa, it's like affecting my voice right now. Is that you doing that? Oh, can't be around this doll too long, guys. Honestly, this doll is by far producing some of the craziest activity. I've got something I'm going to try right now, just to see if we can get a reading. You see that EMF? Can you get that all the way up, Angela? You can see there. There's a lot of energy still coming from the doll. Using a tri-field meter. So, Yeah, I'm going to go over now to Tommy, who's going to drop the links in of this doll. Please do come out and check Northwest Ghost Adventures with your boy Kriss Moon and Shaz, who we do our live streams on a Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Make sure you come and like and subscribe to our channel to see some of the best footage from Angela, the most haunted doll in the
Now, if you guys didn't know, Kriss also is a paranormal investigator, and he was featured on the Travel Channel. And well, I think he might have actually caught what seems to be evidence of the Mothman. So if you guys can, go check out his channel, show him some love and support, and well, check out more of his great investigations on the paranormal and the doll.
What's it look like? Some glowing eyes. This is the footage that Kriss took just moments ago. Watch as two glowing shapes suddenly appear. Could they be the eyes of the Owl Man? Some glowing eyes. Mark is disturbed. He immediately pulls out his K2 EMF, or electromagnetic field meter, a device used to detect the presence of ghosts. Just heard something flapping. Yeah, and K2 is going absolutely ridiculous this then. Look at that. Whoa, wow, it's going right off now. Are you the Mothman, the Owl Man? Saying yes, Kriss, is going crazy. Yeah? It's on full bars, mate. Wow, that is a strong energy, whatever that is. Mark is now sure that the Owl Man, or at least something otherworldly, is nearby. I know it takes you some time to do it. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. Nervous and barely able to see anything in the pitch darkness, he begins to scan the area with his night vision camera. Is there a creature that lives here? He sees nothing, or so he thinks. Take another look. As a figure appears for a moment on the right side of your screen. A figure that looks very much like the Owl Man. Oh my God. Although you only see it for a few seconds, I mean, it does have the form of a man, and the drawings that people have witnessed it. True. I mean, they do look similar. You can see the horn sticking up. It was pretty creepy. Incredibly, Mark didn't realize what he had captured until he reviewed the footage later at his home. He immediately broke out into a cold sweat. How close did he come to being attacked? Something to think about with footage like this is when you don't notice something right near you, and you only pick up on it later.
Nice catch, Mark.
I don't know, that sends a chill down my spine, because how vulnerable were you at that moment? Despite being freaked out, Mark was thrilled with the footage he captured, and in reality, was probably never in any real danger. At least, not from the Owl Man itself.
Like the Mothman here in the United States, the Owlman seems to be benign. He's not evil, he's not good.
Owlman itself isn't really something to be afraid of, but people think that he might be a sign that something terrible is about to happen.
If it is an omen of bad things to come, we may all be in for some trouble. Because lately, both the Owlman and its American cousin, the Mothman, have been sighted all over the world.
It's almost identical to the stories that we hear of the Mothman here in America, coming out of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. The description is almost identical, and even Mothman is really described as more of a bird-like creature than an actual moth, which is more terrifying, of course, because birds are
if not the only person, to have captured proof of the Owlman's existence.
Yeah, I just had to know.
The reason I love these kinds of stories is I'm always wondering, is this alien in nature? Is it extra-dimensional? Is it supernatural? Where is this thing coming from? And I don't know, and I don't think we really have a firm grasp on it, but it's popping up everywhere.
20 on the side.